you like myself is probably wondering what is gonna happen to fucking John Morant. John Morant had allegedly showed his gun a second time on his Instagram story. So, what's gonna happen to John Morant? And let's see what exactly happened. So today we're gonna go in depth about John Morant. We're gonna see future possibilities, what's gonna happen, and what exactly happened, and all the basics, fundamentals, whatever you want to call it. All right, let's listen to this video. I think.
Greeny, John Morant is facing the very real possibility of a suspension, a lengthy suspension, to start next season after this latest incident with he and an apparent firearm in his possession. This is twice in 2 months now. The league suspended him for 8 games, really 2 of them retroactive to really just 2 games earlier this season. I sense already today that Adam Silver is going to feel increasing pressure from other teams in the league who see this as much as it impacts the Grizzlies, that it impacts them and their ability to market their players and their teams. There was a sense with that 8-game suspension earlier and during last season that Adam Silver showed some restraint in that edict with John Morant, took him at his word that he would make better decisions. They met in the league headquarters. Now, the league's investigating. They're still going now to make sure that this was a legitimate video, that it wasn't doctored in some way. But I mean,
Actually, hold on. What if that wasn't actually? Hear me out. What if that actually wasn't John Morant? What if that was an AI video? Just saying, AI is a new thing, and there's some crazy shit. I've seen it, but you never know.
there is a real possibility, if that is what it appeared to be, a weapon in John Morant's hand, he again is going to likely face a significant suspension to start next season. The commissioner has pretty wide-ranging latitude.
Okay, so what I got from that is he allegedly showed a gun. This was also Sunday, by the way. I'm a couple days late. Anyway. Okay, so he's suspended from all team activities. I think they're investigations. Let's see here. So it was on Saturday. Instagram Live. John Morant's friend Devontae Pack. It was a live on his friend's account. So on Saturday, on John Morant's friend Devontae Pack's account, the All-Star flashed a handgun while driving and singing along to a rap song. That's pretty gangster. And the video has since been deleted. I'm sure I could find it. I guarantee you I could find it. Irresponsible, reckless, very dangerous. What I have to lose. More responsible than smarter than so. Bad decisions. Wow. Guys, he's 23. My question is, why is that? I understand it's a gun and everything, but what about the videos you see on Instagram Reels with people doing that? I don't know. Why is it different for him? I guess just to make the NBA look good, maybe. You can't be doing that shit. I think that makes sense.
John Morant has been suspended for a second time after once again appearing to flash a gun on social media.
Are you going to show us?
The video circulated on Saturday night. It
Yeah.
shows Morant with what appears to be a handgun while he's riding in a friend's car. Yesterday, the Grizzlies said they were aware of the video and suspended Morant from all team activities pending league review. In March, Morant was suspended for 8 games after he was seen holding a gun inside a nightclub on Instagram Live. A representative for Morant did not immediately respond to requests.
Yeah. Get crunk, but you don't have to have the piece on you. You know what I mean? Just keep the piece down your lap. I don't care if you're gonna I think he knows better. Why he did it again beats me. So let's see how long potentially he can be suspended for. Okay, let's see what Clutch Points has to say. Let's see. Okay, right here is actually kind of interesting. It says some people inevitably argue that Ja Morant shouldn't be suspended. After all, it's not illegal to own firearms in the country. Diehard Morant fans might feel like their idol's getting targeted just for himself. Yeah, there's going to be a little bit of a bias to that, which I kind of agree. I don't see why he shouldn't be able to flash a gun on his Instagram story. But it makes sense because down here it was saying, where was it? Yeah, even if Morant wants to be a proud gun-wielding individual, he should know better not to do it from the internet. What happens on the internet stays on the internet. That is true, no matter what. Like, and it's a hard world to live in. I mean, because, like, if you're at that high point of status, of course you're going to get fucking exposed. After the season, Morant was accused of threatening a mall security guard. Morant threatened him during an altercation in the parking lot. The guard said that somebody with Morant shoved him in the head. It was reported that Morant's mother got in the altercation with the mall employee called Morant, who showed up with a group of as many as 9 other people. No charges were filed in relation to the incident. That's pretty interesting. And the teenage, I remember hearing about that. The gun videos are just the latest troubling incidents for Morant. During an off-season pickup basketball game at Morant's house last July, a 17-year-old accused Morant of attacking him after a verbal altercation, according to TMZ. The teen told the police he accidentally hit Morant in the face with a basketball during an argument, which led Morant to punch the boy, knocking him to the ground, then repeatedly hit him with the help of other men. So he jumped his ass. The local district attorney chose not to charge Morant over the incident, but the teen had filed a lawsuit against Morant, according to TMZ. Morant said he was enacting self-defense, but didn't he throw the basketball at his head? Morant told the police that the teen threw the ball. Oh, it was the other way around. Intentionally, and approached him as if he wanted to fight. The NBA player was also accused of teen threatening to light his house up. Light his house up with what? The gun that you were showing on the Instagram story? Which Morant interpreted as a threat to go get out. Oh, yeah, of course. Jesus Christ, this is a whole page. A week later, members of the Indiana Pacers alleged that they were threatened by a gun and Morant was involved. Wow. Sharp accused Morant of trying to be hard. I agree, honestly. Ja's a really good basketball player, Sharp said on Fox Sports. Undisputed. Ja did everything he could to lift himself and his family out of the type of environment to get away from this, and for some reason he wants to surround himself with these type of people. Why, bruh? You ain't hard. That's not your life. People in that life would give anything to be in your life. That is true. Others say Morant's issue is more than about maturity and adjusting to his new found fame and money. I think that has a big part to play. I think maybe because who he was, when fame and money enhances who you are. So, of course, when he's getting that, it just kind of enhances who he is and is acting hard. All due respect, he probably came from a rough place, so maybe he is hard. But like, I don't know. I think as a man, you should know when to kind of present yourself in the eye of the public, I guess. If that makes sense.
How many games do you think Josh should be suspended now as a second-time offender?
So Stephen A. yesterday said 25 games. Is that correct?
25. Wow.
I said I thought. Go ahead.
All I said is that I thought that's exactly what would happen at least.
At least 25 games. Okay. So a couple things. Number one, don't condone Ja's behavior. And Ja Morant is not an idiot, but it's idiotic behavior. It is. I think also how sensitive everyone is right now to guns in general.
Absolutely.
I think that sort of factors into the outrage of this. My initial question is, has Ja Morant broken the law? Right? The Colorado police investigated. No law was broken.
It was in Colorado? Fuck, I didn't know that.
You know, as far as we know so far, no law has been broken here. When we talk about a 25-game suspension, historically speaking, that's steroids. You know, you're cheating the game of basketball. That's going up into the stands and fighting fans. That's, Gilbert, I think, got the whole season or 50 games, whatever it was, for bringing a gun into a locker room. Now, that is in violation of league rules. We have every season meetings with NBA security. They go through the gun laws with us. They go through the protocols with us. As far as I know, there's no law that's been broken. The perception of what he is doing, given the incident last summer at his house with the 17-year-old, given what happened with the Indiana Pacers traveling party earlier this season, and then following it up, but there should be a suspension. Given that he already served 8 games, 2 of which he obviously couldn't play, but he served an 8-game suspension. I think I would start sort of looking at a 16-game suspension, right? Doubling up. And there's a lot that I don't know. There's a lot that we don't know internally with the Memphis Grizzlies and internally with the league. We're not privy to everything that's happening in John Morant's life right now. We're not privy to everything that's happening behind the scenes with the Memphis Grizzlies organization. I do think a 25-game suspension for this is too severe. I'm not a fan of the behavior. I don't condone it. But I would generally start at probably doubling up what the suspension has already been, which was 8 games.
That was actually interesting. So, I don't know. I don't know much as of right now. But based on what we've read and what JJ Redick kind of summarized, I think, yes, he has several little demeanors. If you're the Memphis Grizzlies, you kind of have to start looking at this at if this becomes a problem, then what are we going to do? Because if it keeps happening, they're not going to want John Morant anymore. I think the one team that could fix him is Miami Heat. That's just me. Give him some little heat and Pat Riley and Eric Spoelstra on him. That'll probably fix him and set him straight. But I think that's just from an outside, afar perspective. But I would say anywhere from 15 to 25 game suspension is likely what's going to happen. So expect a 15 to 25 game suspension from John Morant. And yeah, we'll just kind of have to stay tuned. I think John Morant, and like what he was saying, they were looking over the gun laws, going all the, everything that you need to know before the season or before you go in the NBA. You go over everything so he knows better. So,
JJ, I'll start.
I don't know. If John Morant knew better, then he shouldn't have done that. But at the same time, you have the factor of money enhances who he was. Probably in a rough place and tries to act hard. So, all right, 15 to 25 game suspension. I know what John Morant did. It's not as big of a deal, I personally think, but we'll see if he continues down this path that he's on or if he gets himself straight. So, see you in the next one.